K-pop really said, who needs peace when we can have pasta, plagiarism, and public meltdowns? SSERAFIM's latest comeback, Spaghetti, started as a quirky, fun collab with JHope, but now it's a 5-course meal of chaos. We've got lyrical backlash, copying accusations, shockingly low sales, and styling choices that made people wonder if their makeup artist was on lunch break. So grab a fork because this comeback turned into the messiest plate of spaghetti the industry's ever seen. When Hybe announced SSERAFIM's comeback with Spaghetti, fans expected something spicy. And oh, it delivered, just not in the way they hoped. The title track dropped featuring none other than BTS's JHope and instantly became a hot topic. Half the internet said it was experimental brilliance. The other half said it sounded like a culinary crisis. The music video was chaotic, loud, unapologetically weird, and that's exactly why it went viral. But once people read the lyrics, things took a darker turn. JHope's verse became the battlefield. One side praising him for being playful, the other calling it tone-deaf and confusing. Lines like "you're lost in the sauce" and "high-calorie Hershey chocolate" sparked heated debates, with critics calling it a dietitian's nightmare. Some even said it was triggering for fans recovering from eating disorders. And just like that, a fun collab became a lyrical war zone. But of course, in K-pop, one controversy is never enough, because right after the verse drama came the copying accusations. As soon as Spaghetti teasers dropped, K-pop detectives got to work faster than dispatch on New Year's Eve. Within hours, comparison videos started flooding the timeline, side-by-side edits matching SSERAFIM's teaser with Cat's Eye's Gnarly. And honestly, the similarities were hard to ignore. People pointed out the same exaggerated facial expressions, the over-the-shoulder smirks, the quick zoom-ins, even the little wink and pose transitions, all just a little too familiar. It wasn't just the vibe, it was the framing, the lighting, even the playful head tilts that made people pause. One top comment said, "Inspiration is fine, but this looks like someone copied the homework and changed the font." Another joked, "They didn't copy, they just changed the seasoning on someone else's recipe." Soon the phrase "spaghetti versus gnarly" was trending, with fans debating if the similarities were coincidence, homage, or straight-up creative laziness. But of course, the fandom wasn't sitting quietly. SSERAFIM fans clapped back, hard. They flooded comment sections with past clips, receipts, and performance shots, proving that this quirky, confident attitude has always been part of the group's DNA. From Anti-Fragile to Easy, the girls have built their brand on controlled chaos, mixing weirdness with high fashion, attitude with humor. One fan summed it up perfectly. They've been weird since debut. Don't act like they just discovered eccentricity. So while critics called it copycat couture, fans called it consistent branding. And honestly, both might be right. Because let's face it, in K-pop, everyone's borrowing from everyone. The difference is who sells it better. And SSERAFIM, they're still serving, even if the sauce tastes familiar. But the copying rumors were just the appetizer, because then came the real serving of disappointment: the sales. Despite the buzz, Spaghetti delivered SSERAFIM's lowest first-day sales ever. Just 92,000 copies, lower than their 2022 debut Fearless, which did almost double that. Even Korean netizens were shocked, asking, "How do you go from Coachella to clearance bin sales?" Theories started flying. Some blamed bad timing, others blamed Hybe's PR disaster streak, and a few brave souls blamed JHope. A trending post said, "Unpopular JHope dragged the group down. His part killed the replay value." Others defended him, saying the song would have done worse without him. Basically, it turned into the musical version of He Said, She Said, Spotify Said No. Still, fans argued it's unfair to compare. Spaghetti was a single album, not a full comeback. But numbers don't lie, and neither do chart rankings. And speaking of charts, let's just say the results are as dry as overcooked pasta. After debuting strong, Spaghetti slipped down the melon chart faster than a bowl of noodles on a glass plate, from top 10 to 72nd in just days. Korean netizens had a field day. The song isn't good enough to chart high. Their hype's dying, even aespa's eating them up. The fans should stream instead of fighting online. Some fans pointed out that international charts tell a different story, breaking records on US iTunes and Spotify Global. But domestically, people weren't buying it. It's the classic K-pop curse: global fame, local indifference. And if that wasn't enough bad news, fans started dragging the styling next. Because apparently, the eyebrows were the last straw. During their music core stage, SSERAFIM's bold outfits and makeup went viral, but not for the right reasons. People said it looked messy, inconsistent, and confusingly summery for October. Yunjin's bleached eyebrows sparked the biggest debate. One viral comment said, "Whoever approved this look owes us a public apology and moisturizer." But plot twist. Yunjin later revealed it was her idea.
하고 싶다고 회사랑 싸웠어요. 제가 처음에 이제 눈썹 탈색을 자켓 때 해보자 했거든요. 근데 저희 이제 비주얼 팀은 너무 좋아하시는 거예요. 그래서 했는데 이제 활동 때까지 활동하면서까지 하고 싶다고 의견을 드리니까 제가 이제 막 회사에서 무슨 아이돌이 눈썹 탈색을 해요 이랬지. 근데 그래도 하고 싶다고 엄청 의견을.
She literally had to fight Source Music to bleach her brows, saying no other idol had done it before. Fans praised her confidence, calling it iconic female rage disguised as fashion. Still, the backlash didn't stop, because once an era gets branded ugly concept by Korean netizens, it's basically permanent. And somehow, through all of this, the one person getting blamed the most is still JHope. Yup, despite writing his own verse and promoting the track, JHope became the scapegoat for everything. Low sales, weird concept, even SSERAFIM's chart fall. One viral post said, "He took up 1/3 of the song for no reason," while another replied, "Without him, the song would have been buried in 2 days." Either way, it's ridiculous. The man raps about pasta once and suddenly he's responsible for inflation. At this point, fans are begging the internet to pick one villain and stick with it. So yeah, Spaghetti had all the right ingredients, just not the right flavor. Classic K-pop, a little messy, a little iconic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next drama disguised as a comeback.